Today, your new life starts today, right now. Today is the first day of the rest of your new life. You might say, what is my new life going to be? Well, that's a fun question because your new life can be any life that you want it to be. You are in charge of your life. The actions that you take lead to results. And that, my friends, is the definition of your life. You can live any life you want. You just have to start. You just have to make the choice to do it. You can have a completely different life. Start by eliminating the things that you don't want, the things that you don't like in your life. Get rid of the toxic people, the toxic relationships, the toxic thoughts, the toxic habits, the things that you don't want in your life. Get rid of them. That's a good start. Clean house. You got to have a clear headspace if you're trying to change your life. And getting rid of things that drain your energy, getting rid of all the negativity is a great way to start, my friends. And then you have to ask yourself, what kind of life do you want to live? What is it that you want in life? And you probably already know, but you might be thinking that it's just not possible. You might be thinking that there's things I want, but I'm too old, I'm too dumb, I'm too fat. What if I fail? I don't have enough time, I'm too busy. The reality is this: if you want to change your life, you have to identify what it is you really want and make it a priority. And you have to make sacrifices. You have to make sacrifices, my friends, because hard work is necessary, because good things require hard work. And so you're gonna have to work hard. But the reality is, your new life can be any life you want. You can do anything you want in this world, my friends. I was talking to a friend this morning. He was outside as I was coming back from the store, and he was telling me about how many years ago he was divorced, and he was depressed, and he was talking to a man from India, and the man told him that he needed to change his life. And he gave him some advice and he took it. And he changed his life. And this was 12 years ago. A simple conversation is all it takes sometimes. And I'm hoping that this video is that conversation that you need so that you can start changing your life today and start your new life today. And do anything you want. So if you want to learn something new, start. If you want to get a better job, start taking those steps. If you want to get in shape, start. Make today the first day of the rest of your life. And if you think you're not good enough, well, there's only one thing I can say to that. You are. You are so much better than you think you are. You have so much potential. You are so powerful, it is scary. I've seen it because I've taught for years and I saw the potential that lives inside people. So start today, my friends. As soon as this video is over, start making choices that will lead to your best life. Start living your new life, whatever it is. And you know, it's different for everyone. We all have this idealized view of life, but it has to be something you really want. And remember, it's going to take work, right? You can't just wish a new life into existence. You have to take the steps. But honestly, once you get started, once you start doing stuff, once you start taking action, once you start grinding and working towards your goals, you're going to find that it's a lot easier than you think. It's just about putting in the work. And there's nothing wrong with hard work, you know? So start living your best life, my friends. Start today. Start today. And if you don't know what your best life is, here's a simple exercise you can do that will help you find it. I've talked about this before, but I'll tell you quickly. So imagine for a moment that you could have any life you want. And if you work hard, you're guaranteed to have that life and you will not fail. You might have some micro failures along the way, but eventually you will succeed. So you can have any life you want, any life, in any place with anyone doing anything, any life. And you're guaranteed to have it as long as you work hard. What would that life be? Right? What would that life be? That's the life you should aim for. You might say, well, I can't because I'm not guaranteed success. The truth is there are no guarantees in life, but you are guaranteed to live in regret if you don't try. So make the step today to start working towards that new life, my friends. Make the step and believe that you can do anything because you can. You can. I've seen people completely change their lives. Like my friend I was talking to this morning, he completely changed his life. He was depressed, he was sick, and he talked to some Indian man who gave him some advice and he took it. The Indian man changed his life. And now he's having a great life. He's living his best life. In fact, he's going back to India this weekend. You can do anything, my friends. Start believing and take those steps necessary to change your life. You know, and if, again, you have so much potential. It is scary. You are more powerful than you think you are. Don't let people's opinions keep you from doing things, you know. And you know, one of the things about people, you know, people are great, people are wonderful, but when you tell other people about your goals, when you tell them about what you want to do with your life, their reactions are usually one of, oh, you're doing what? Why? Because people aren't used to big changes, because we're meant to criticize. And sometimes it's out of jealousy, sometimes it's not, but work in secret. Don't tell people your plans. Right? Just start making those choices, start making those actions, and start doing things, and don't worry about what people think. Live your best life, because this is your only life, and it is your life, right? You can live it the way you want to live it. You can live it the way you want to live it. Believe, my friends, believe. And if you need more motivation, check out my books. My first book, Real Superpowers That Will Change Your Life, could help you. And I've got math books and courses too. All that's in the description. Stay strong.